Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to RWA Productions, guys. With myself, Fraggy Young, with Jack Lincoln, and with Paul Wilson.
Good evening, everybody.
Right, let's get this straight. Right, oh my god.
Let's get the voice back to normal.
Oh my word, I have to. Relief. Right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to another RWA Productions. And obviously, it's our 1 year anniversary today, so happy anniversary to the RWA Productions. So today we're going to talk about Bristol City, our game against Rotherham, coming up on Tuesday, and obviously our Coventry City game coming up next Saturday. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. First up, we go over to Bristol City. So Nigel Pearson side finished Sunderland 1, Bristol City 1. 90 plus 1 minute goal by Wells, I think, from the penalty spot. Made it 1-1 in their final minutes of the game. Jack Clark is the wonder kid. He scored a brilliant goal again today against Bristol City. Paul, would you like to add? What did you think today?
Well, like I said, I think it was yesterday. I knew Bristol City actually would be a tough game. You know, especially with Nigel Pearson in charge. I knew, I was going to be like that, but with the team, I knew that Mopey would have, changed it anyway. Like on 9, for example, on the bench, Pritchard, Barr, like from the last game, Tuesday against QPR, but Jack Clark's goal, I'm actually over the moon he scored, because people actually round me was complaining before he scored. A lot of people was actually slating Jack Clark actually off round me. So when he scored, I actually turned around and I went to them, shh. They didn't actually like it. Well, I thought we played all right. It's a shame they scored from the penalty, but I thought we played all right.
Yeah, I think Anthony Patterson got a hand to it, but he couldn't get there properly. He tried to get a hand to it to his left, but he couldn't get to it properly. Jack, 1-1 draw. Would you be able to take a point today off today's game?
Yes and no. I'll have to take a point because of the team we're playing. No, because at home, should expect 3 points of being at home.
Exactly.
I think, again, we started very slow. Even Bollard said that in his interview. We started very slow to get into the game. Once we got in a game, we didn't really have good intensity going into the game. I think they stopped everything we could done going forward. They were good defensively. They had the better chances in the first half, in my eyes, but a ball won from Sunderland. We got a really good goal in the second half with Clark. Then Moby decides to probably go a little bit more defensive at this point, by bringing Echo on and all that. And Cirkin should have been on a lot earlier, in my opinion. I think Neil ran that midfield for most of the game. Neil got the ball, he drove with it. Mishu did all right. Roberts did all right. Ahmad, I don't think he was great, but he was all right. Bath and Bollard and Men's, Hume, Barr, the penalty incident was all right. Conceded the penalty. Passing went the right way. Couldn't have done it. Got a point. We'll move on to Tuesday.
Nice. Rosie, what did you think of today's?
I've just seen who assisted Jack Clark. Joe Gelhardt.
Gelhardt?
Yeah, it was.
Rosie, 1-1 draw today down at the Stadium Lake against Bristol. Would you happy to take a point at the Stadium Lake this afternoon?
I was happy that we got a point. I thought we got 3 points today. But like there was sloppy defending. We could have done better. Just watch the highlights of the match. And the Sunderland player was actually jumping for the ball. The Bristol City player. It was a soft penalty. In my own opinion, I don't think penalty. We've had this referee before, and he gave Elliot Embleton a red card when he was getting stretched off at Hull City. So there must have been something going on for the referee not to like us.
Yeah, 100%. My eyes and point of view, what I saw of the match today, because obviously me and Rosie sitting in the same stand. What I thought of today's game, I thought we actually played quite well today. First and second half, Jack Clark was keep down the left in the first half quite a lot. I've seen Giallo as well linking up with Patrick Roberts again. The two lads linking up with one another again. Dan Neil, Michut, perfect midfield from them two. Defence, to be honest, like brick walls again. Ballard and Bath, like brick walls, to be honest. Hume, to be honest, I wouldn't like rate him for giving away balls all the time. He gave away the ball a couple of weeks ago as well at Millwall, and Dan Neil had to come across. If you remember that one, Paul, can you remember that one?
Yeah, I think Troy Hume was there for a bit. To be honest, I was actually completely frustrated with the referee, mind. Because, when the Bristol City player was down on the floor on the touchline, the referee actually wouldn't play on.
Exactly.
At first, until I actually shouted, play on. I think the referee heard it, and of course they actually played on. Because they were waiting for the stretcher for the player.
Yeah, but I think was it Atkinson who went down? Was it Atkinson what went down for Bristol City?
Yeah, I think he went. I think he was the one that went down on the floor on the touchline in front of Nigel Pearson.
Yeah, he went down on the floor. Obviously, next game we've got Rotherham down at. Oh, go on, Rosie.
I know that there was quite a few issues today. I got told that there was 6 people who got ejected by police today, and then I had an issue in the South Stand where there was a young lad vaping. I challenged it, and I was getting stick off the supporters just for doing my job.
Brad,
because I asked to see his season card.
See if it comes up.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Blackpool.
Yes, Blackpool.
Won't Mick McCarthy doing us a favour?
Yeah,
He done us a favour.
I actually seen 2 supervisors come down today, Rosie, to kick some people out. I don't know if we kicked them out or I seen them come down today.
Because apparently it was his season card, what he had, but on the season card it said under 16. Wow. So
bloody heck. Anyways, we'll go on to the next game against Rotherham.
We're getting comments in the chat, by the way.
Oh, are we? Right, okay, let's read the chat. Keisha Cameron Jude says, hi lads. Alright, Keisha, how you doing? We've got
Hi, Keisha.
You got UK train bus and vid saying, look, at least Newcastle got beat. Yeah. At least they got beat today. I'm going to Rotherham with Paul and Michael. Well, you've got Rosie going as well. So Rosie's going to let yeah, there's a few comments in the chat here. Which Paul Acacia as one is called Wilson and the other one is called Chuckle?
Hi, Acacia.
I've met the one called Chuckle actually.
Yuri, I
In
don't know
person.
who you are, but hello, how are you? You alright, Yuri? How are you doing? Paul Wilson here, mate. Oh yeah, I remember. You telling us in the group chat today what a nightmare. Are British people real, or is that a conspiracy theory? Don't know. I'm good, says Acacia. Alright, Paul.
Alright, Acacia.
You've got that's a cool name, Yuri Nitor, whatever you want to call it. Just the same question. And hi, Rosie says Acacia. We've got all the comments read out so far. So Rosie and me are doing merchandise for productions or WA Productions. We are now selling water bottles, t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs at a small reduced price. So your mugs off a £5, your hoodies are 15, your t-shirts are 10, and your water bottles are only £8. So grab one when you can.
How are you, Acacia?
Let's have a look. All right, Rosie says a bit Vanessa. All right, Jack as well. Says Acacia. Rotherham United are the current holders of AFL Trophy 2022 but can't defend it due to promotion by finishing second in the AFL League One last season. Almost forgot Jack, sorry. Yeah, you're still. So we go on to okay, Urinator says I want to kiss Paul Wilson on his massive forehead.
Who on earth is this?
You're getting blocked. What are we doing for the preview? When are we doing the preview for Rotherham?
Why don't you get Acacia on today if she's available?
Acacia, are you available now? Do you want to come and join us? Because I'll be back as normal. If you want to come and join us, I'll send you the link. I don't mind. More people on here, the better. Get the views on the match today. Acacia, don't worry.
Acacia wasn't at the game today.
Was she not?
No, she wasn't there.
Oh, she'll come in a few minutes. All right.
I'm just getting the table up to see where Rotherham is.
Oh. What are you saying, Paul? Sorry.
I've just seen where Rotherham is in the table.
This is a must-win game, to be fair, mate. That's just.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
just going to get one of my.
Rotherham are actually 21st. This is we've got to win them on Tuesday.
I heard Urinator and the Simpson thanks to a Bart Simpson prank. I can't talk about the game today, though. Yeah, I know I was at my nephew's party, so I won't be able to talk about today's game. Sorry. But you can give us a preview for Rotherham if you want to do. There was a little gist.
Just getting my cushion.
Oh, is that your stage of a light cushion there, Rosie? Looks very nice.
Yeah.
Looks very nice.
Actually, Rotherham played today. They got beat 2-0.
Wow.
Off Coventry.
Off Coventry, of all people. Jesus Christ.
Believe it or not, Bailey Wright was on the bench for the Rotherham. Didn't play.
See, they would have won that game if Bailey Wright started.
Right. So we'll go over to the Rotherham game. Is it the New York Stadium, Paul?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Rotherham at New York Stadium. The last time when we played down there was under Lee Johnson on the 30th of November.
Don't remind me of that game.
Of a 5-1 defeat against Rotherham United. When
I was down there.
When the Pardo scored, Ross Stewart scored. Ian McGeady got sent off. A bit of a mixture of things happened that day. But in the reverse fixture, I think we drew 1-1 against them and went up here just before the season, like a month into the season. We won Rotherham won, I think it was 3-0, Paul, was it, under Tony Mowbray's first game?
Yeah, Tony Mowbray's first game in charge of Sunderland.
Be wearing the away kit of Rotherham United, says UK.
Yeah, we will be. That's Robert.
That's Robert Houston. Cough pot says Melissa with a laughing emojis. So I need to do my week. I need to do my research on Rotherham. Let's have a look.
But to be honest, with today, going back to today's game, I was a bit frustrated because when we scored, we were fourth in the table.
I know we were.
And when they scored, we jumped back to fifth, place.
So the arena is AESSAL New York Stadium. The training ground at Roundwood Sports Complex. Manager is Matt Taylor. And the league is in the AFL Championship, obviously nicknamed as the Millers. And their capacity is 12,021. Let's have a look.
Yeah, and they're 21st on the table.
21st in the table. So, Rotherham United in their last 5 have lost the last 2, but drawing the last 3. So, we've drew away today. I mean, let's have a look here. They lost to Coventry today 2-0. Then they lost to Reading 2-1. Then got a 0-0 draw against Blackpool at home, away, sorry. Then the 0-0 draw against Sheffield United and a 1-1 draw against Watford. But the one Blackburn Rovers 4-0. Here's a case here.
Yes,
Hello,
yes.
case here.
Hi, Keisha.
All right, Paul.
Yes, Ian.
Yeah, I'm good. Hang on a minute. I
Good,
just need
good.
to put something
Hello,
on.
Keisha.
Hang on. All right. Hang on. I just need to put something on.
Just fixing a few things. 2 seconds. That's better. Get more all together. There we go. So obviously we can't talk about today's game because of Keisha wasn't here, but we can talk about the Rotherham game next Tuesday evening on the 21st. Actually, our 21st in the league. What Paul live chat, and 2 of the Rotherham United famous fans is Paul and Barry Chuckle, known as the Chuckle Brothers, and I used to watch the programme when I was a kid.
Yeah, me and Robert actually met those 2 in Sunderland, actually, in person.
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Nice. So, Keisha, we've just been talking about Rotherham and Sunderland down at the New York Stadium on Tuesday evening.
Yep.
Obviously, you're going because you're local with them, about 20 minutes up the road.
Yep.
The capacity is 12,021. Is that
No, it's 10,000.
Oh, it's 10,000.
Right.
Yeah, it's 10,000.
It says 12,000 on here.
No, it's
Wow.
it's originally 10,000.
That must be wrong then. Matt Taylor's their manager. They've lost the last 3, but drawing 2 as well. in the
Yeah,
last 5.
I've seen the score from today, which was quite good.
Yeah, 2-0 to Coventry. Obviously, Victor, Giki Ekrius. I can't pronounce
Yeah,
his bloody name.
he's gonna be a threat against us next week, so better watch out.
Yeah, I better watch out for him next week.
But we'll have him in his back pocket, don't worry.
Then our next home game, as I don't want to say our next home game is, but our next home game, many people will know. Thousands of people.
Is against the Snake.
The snake, Rosie, you are correct. It's the snake. Hissy, hissy, hiss. He comes back to town.
I've just seen where they are after they got beat
On that
today.
game, I am expecting trouble.
But yeah, the Rotherham game is gonna be good though on Tuesday. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Question is, right, I bet you this will get sold out on the 4th against Stoke. Just me watching you watch. I bet you this money here, what I've got in my little back pocket, what happens?
Oh, Brad's rich.
Now I'm going to the bingo club tomorrow.
But yeah,
it's
it's not a lot for Rotherham United. Rotherham United, though, to be honest, because it is a 10,000 capacity. Because I've been there like thousands of times. I've been there to watch my uncle play in a charity match, and then I've been obviously to watch France women when it was the Euros. So yeah, and then obviously, I've got mates who support Rotherham, and it's a 10,000 capacity where they fill out the whole stadium.
So when we do Coventry City video, we should get Matt Esprit on his Sophie on board. Do you know
Oh
who they
yeah,
are?
I watch them on YouTube. He's a Coventry fan.
Yeah, I watch a lot of content from Matt actually.
So go back to the Rotherham game, obviously, the 21st in the table. Acacia, how do you think this one's going to go on Tuesday evening?
Because obviously, I know they've got a few quite good players. Georgie Kelly, obviously Bailey. Well, obviously Bailey, right? But obviously he can't play because obviously he's on loan. They've got who else have they got? Oh, who else have they got? I know.
We've got Rathbone.
Oh yeah, Rathbone. They've got him.
Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson. He's a
Here
really
we go.
good player for them.
Hogan B.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be quite a tough game against them players.
Massive
but-
threat.
Yeah, but I think we'll probably win. Probably just a 2-0 win for us.
2-0. I'll be happy with 2-0. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Paul, would you be happy with 2-0 on Tuesday night? If that happened?
Yes, but I'm going to change my score prediction because occasionally you're like, stop copying me, Paul. Stop copying. So I'm going to say 3-0 Sunderland. Yeah, we do better away from home. So we'll get these on Tuesday.
Jack, that's your sausage man. What do you think?
Right. It'll be a decent game. I'm going to go for 2-1.
Nice. Exactly. I thought Craig's actually right here. Craig Scott. He says you was actually clumsy for the penalty.
Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter just a few minutes ago. I've seen the incident of the penalty.
Did you see Jack Clark's goal against Acacia?
Flipping out that goal from today. I'm telling you now, that was similar to Tuesday away at QPR. That was the similar goal.
I think it was the same type of goal, but it was better today. I thought way better. Because what he done was, I thought he done quite a good trick. He done a step over the ripple when he shot.
I think that goal today will be in.
Yeah, I think it should be championship goal of the season. What about you, Paul?
I think that goal today will be in contention of goal of the season. Today.
Yeah.
We've got loads of goals this season, so.
I want a 2-0 win, but remember, in the 73rd minute of the game, someone should do a tribute of my favourite Rotherham United fan, Barry Chuckle.
Oh yeah, yeah. So sometimes when it's like the anniversary of when he's passed away, they do like a tribute to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I bet you his brother will be in the ground.
Yeah, Paul Chuckle will be at the match. He'll definitely be there.
Right, I've got a question for you before we go, everyone. Paul, we'll go for you first. Is playoffs still up for grabs, do you think?
Oh, That's a good one because Chris Collins, which if he's listening, he probably shouted at me for this. For what he said to Sean on Sean's interview today, Collins actually said if we don't go up, it's a disgrace if we don't go through to the playoffs.
Wow. After last season, we're seeing that.
Yeah, he said that on Sean's interview.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
And for me, I know it was a bit of a blip today.
Mm.
I think we'll still reach playoffs.
Nice. Nice response there, Paul. Craig got to it's 50-50 for playoffs. Yeah, I hope you're right. Acacia, do you think we'll make the playoffs like Paul said?
Well, I'm on a group chat with Paul from Fans React on Messenger, and he's and I've said to him that we'll probably finish 9th or 10th, to be honest. But I'd rather finish probably in the playoffs, but not really. Because I do want us to get to Wembley, but it just depends where we finish the season.
Fingers crossed. We do finish in them playoffs. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, do you think we've got a chance of playoffs?
It's up for grabs, to be fair. It's shown we can do it.
It is, of course it is. We've shown our
I
quality this season.
personally, myself, I would like to get playoffs. All depends on if we can keep up how we're doing and how we're playing.
UK Bus Trains and Vids at Paul Robert, sorry. He says playoffs only just and then win it again. Hopefully. I'll be happy with 10th, 9th, or 8th means we'll have a good season. Indeed, we'll have a really good
Copycat,
season.
Craig, you're a copycat. Copycat.
Oh.
Joking, by the way, joking.
Right, guys. Quick question, number one before I go. Is Sheffield
Another
United the
one?
best?
So,
Yeah,
I knew, Brad, I knew you were going to ask this. I knew you were going to ask this.
Is Sheffield United the best team, in the Championship?
Yes. Yes. Jack, you better not say no. Don't you dare. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
I was
They're
shocked.
not the best
to
team in
see
the
him
Championship. They're one of the best. They're not the best.
I'm actually shocked to see him get beat off Millwall.
Don't. I don't want to think about it today.
They're the bottom of the most.
Don't.
And before
Please
we
don't
go,
get me started on
because you actually left me out.
I know you left Rosie out.
Honestly, do not get me started on the match today against Millwall. I'm still pissed off. Don't get me started.
I think Sunderland will get to the playoffs actually from Lewis York, who was a Newcastle supporter. We've got Acacia, where it's Pokemon, whose nickname Copycat named Ditto.
Well said, Lewis. Well said.
But I'm just hoping that.
Well said, Lewis.
Well said.
But I'm just hoping that us Blades will do better against Watford next week, though. But it just depends what happens when Billy Sharp's back from injury.
Do us a favour, Acacia.
Right, I'm leaving it down to you four. Should I do my fully voice for the ending again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
guys, that's it from now for RWA Productions. With myself, Brad
Before
here.
you do that, can I have my say about Rob?
Go on. Obviously.
Can I just say my prediction for Rotherham and if we get to playoffs?
Go ahead.
Because you missed me out.
Rosie. Sorry, I do apologize.
I'm
Right,
gonna go
going.
for one. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win against Rotherham. And I reckon that we will make the playoffs and get Luton Town in the final.
Oh, Luton in the final.
Luton in the final. The
No, I
Coca-Cola
don't.
playoff
No,
final.
I don't want Luton in the final. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, with that, Brad. Next time we've got the Luton guy on, so we've got him on this season coming up, and we've got to ask him that. We've got to ask him if he wants us in the final.
I'm sorry, but if it has to be one of them, it's got to be, obviously, it's got to be Millwall or
Middlesbrough for me.
or Middlesbrough.
Right, already on board the enders.
Go on, Brad.
Right then, guys, that's it from me, Braggy Young, with Paul Wilson, with Acacia Cameron Judy, with we've also got the Jack from English and Sausage Man. Say goodbye, everyone, Jack. And we got the Rosie Leos. So goodbye from me, goodbye from everyone. We're on 214 subscribers. We got 86 to go to 300. Take care. Goodbye for now, and see you later.